Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video here on the channel. Today, we're of course going to take a look at the very now famous incident of the bagel shop guy, aka, well, they were calling him, well, I don't know, he's had like 90 different nicknames. He's been Napoleon, he's been the bagel shop guy, he's been the bagel man, he's been the short guy in the bagel shop, he's been pretty much everything in like the last couple days, but basically, this video has circulated online in the last like 3 to 4 days now that basically depicts this guy, and it's this middle-aged guy. He looks like your run-of-the-mill father if he's like, 1 foot shorter than usual, wearing the filas, wearing the striped shirt, the gray dad shorts, with the newspaper and the phone, in a bagel shop, just a regular old bagel shop, losing his temper, berating everybody around him, and then getting basically just destroyed by somebody. And yeah, that's basically what had happened. And it went viral all over the internet. And because it is a funny clip at the end of the day, but at the end, at the end of it all, when you look at it, he was being a total douchebag. He really was. And it's not necessarily funny the way he was acting. It was more or less funny because of the entire clip. Just, watching this guy kind of get what he asked for, just being this, overly provocative ass in front of everybody and just, getting served. Regardless, though, he also did some interviews that we're going to take a look at because I think that they're classics and I think that they need to be taken a look at because I think that this guy might be clinically insane. I think there's something up here. He's either 100% off the goop, crazy, or he's just completely memeing to a completely different new level at this point, to where he's just like manipulating everyone that he's interviewing simply to get more attention at this point. You've probably seen the video at this point if you're familiar with the situation, but if you're not, let's go ahead and take a look at the situation and break it down. So, literally not even a second in, and you can already see here, like I said, we have the electric neon green and black filas. Those are pretty hot nose socks, gotta say. Those probably, I can't imagine how those smell. Oh my goodness, I can't. I want to get a whiff. That's all I can say. I really want to get my nose just buried so deep in those and just take a 5-second inhale. That I can't believe I said. Anyway, so he's got the filas. He's wearing the gray shorts. Like I said, he's got the untucked polo. Not bad, not a bad fashion sense, I will say. He's probably rocking, I would say, a $400 to $800 outfit based on my fashion tastes and what I can identify right now. Of course, has the newspaper in his hands, has to keep updated on current events while in the bagel shop.
Hey, women, why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
I have no idea what he's talking about. For some reason, I feel like that's not true. I don't see many women just being like, oh, hey, you're 5 foot tall, hey, you should be dead, I got a good feeling that maybe he's running into some trolls, and these aren't actually women, and these are probably just, teenage boys or something catfishing him and trolling him or something, but I don't feel like most women are just like, yeah, I'm gonna say that to another human being. And if they are, man, yeah, that's not cool, but yeah, the first thing you should usually do is internalize that anger and then take that out on strangers in the bagel shop. That's generally a really good idea. We're not even 7 seconds in and we've already identified 2 separate problems that we can use to really pinpoint a mental issue with this guy that he needs counseling for. He's wearing filas, but this is Black Air Force activity. And he's already complaining about how he's being bullied for his height. He's already spilling the beans here, folks.
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites.
Now, I don't necessarily know if he's making it up or not. I'm not generally inclined to say he is making it up, but I don't think it's quote-unquote women in general who are doing that. Now, I think it's perfectly acceptable that women don't want to date a 5 foot tall guy. I think that it's acceptable to have standards. Now, at the same time, I also think that it's perfectly acceptable that men shouldn't want to have to date literally anybody that they want to have to, just see either. I think people should be allowed to have standards. And, if you have certain, height restrictions and whatnot, and you have certain look restrictions, whatever. Who really cares? I'm pretty sure there's some 5 foot tall woman out there who really wouldn't care seeing you in your, no sock, electric green filas, dude. Come on now. Where did all this anger come from? I can't imagine what happened in the bagel shop for this to really go down. Now that I see the original video, he was actually apparently degrading almost all of the female staff as well as other patrons. I can totally believe, though, that he would be acting that way, considering, I mean, he very clearly has some sort of dissent towards women. He believes that they shouldn't be trusted, according to an interview during a TMZ interview. So, yeah, this dude is just, he's off the goop, man.
You think I'm making that up? Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip.
Dude, do you know how many times you have to get a look for you to, like, internalize that and remember it to that point where you can, like, you know, just, you just are standing in a bagel shop and you get in an argument with a random person and you can just spit it off the top of your head? This dude has had to have gotten that look hundreds if not thousands of times in his life to have been able to have done that. This dude looked her right in her eyes with dead seriousness, hit that like flat hand across the top of the lip and just spit it, dude. I honestly feel him on that one. I really do, because I can tell that he's being, you know, from the heart about that one, man. That tugs at my heartstrings. I might have to get down on a knee and have a eye-to-eye discussion with this guy about that one.
Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
Within 5 seconds, we found literally three more identifying factors of why this guy needs counseling. He's got issues with his connection with God. He's probably had father issues, and he feels inferior to his boss, along with his height stature. Oh my God, this guy has got so many problems. I can't imagine what it's like to live this guy's life, man. This is sad.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal.
Usually you can't say, dude, do you want to step outside, when if you try to chest bump somebody, you have to put your chin up over their arms when they're crossed to do so. Usually not a very good sign that you're going to physically challenge somebody.
You shut up, too. Just shut the up. Go ahead and attack me, big.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So this dude was challenging people to, you know, fight him. And he challenged the wrong person and got slammed. So, now I'm not saying that it was necessarily the best thing to do, because, I mean, to be fair, the guy is an easy target, but I mean, he was literally confronting everybody in the store and being a problem. At a certain point, trying to be reasonable with people and trying to de-escalate a situation simply doesn't work. People tried being reasonable with this guy. They tried to de-escalate this situation. They tried just talking to him like a normal person, and there was no talking to this guy. There is no speaking to him like a normal person. No pun intended, but this guy really has to knock you down onto his level. But that's not it, folks. That's not it. This guy has more to say, folks, because I thought this would be it too. I was like, okay, he said his stuff, and it's over with. I'm never gonna see this guy again in my life. To me, he's basically dead.
I guess the message that I want to get across to this, along with 30 million other people that want me to interview with them, is addressing bullying. It's going to end. I'm going to end it today. I'm the current prophet. I'm the current Martin Luther King. And if nobody likes it, too bad. I'm not tolerating it anymore.
Talks about ending bullying, yet started the entire thing in the bagel shop by apparently berating the entire female staff and a bunch of other patrons, and literally attempting to start fights with numerous patrons on camera. You don't really get the opportunity to talk about, hey, I'm gonna stop bullying here. This dude clearly has a Napoleon complex. Then he says, I'm the current day prophet. I'm the current day Martin Luther King. Huh, you are now. This man believes what he's saying, I think. I don't think he's joking. I think he's being serious when he says that, folks. I think, now hear me out, I think at the beginning he might have been kind of joking a little bit. I feel like maybe like the first 15 minutes he's like, oh, I can kind of get some attention out of this, but I think now he actually feels that he was justified in acting the way that he does. I think he actually thinks that he's being a prophet. I think he legitimately believes that he was in the right for doing what he did. I am actually confused right now. I am at a loss for words that he would even say something that stupid, but, you know, then again, people who aren't very intelligent would say something like that. I mean, I guess he really is. He is the modern day prophet. He is the one who's going to end bullying. So, Napoleon Complex. If you don't know what this is, it is a term commonly used to describe a long-rumored, kind of internalized rage that short people have towards people who aren't short simply because they feel inferior due to their size. Basically speaking, if you don't understand, a Napoleon complex is when short people are mad that they're short, so what they do is they take it out on people who aren't short, and they like consciously get really upset about the fact that they're short, and it kind of like eats away at their confidence and their personality until it kind of consumes them whole. And, you know, things like this happen. So, it hasn't ever really been proven scientifically, but I think this might be really the case that cracks the whole code. I mean, if there's any video evidence that I think would ever really kind of, you know, solidify a case, I think this is it. The dude obviously has a problem with being short. I don't think, you know, your height really matters all that much. I mean, I'm like 6 foot, 6'1", so I'm just a tad bit taller than the average human being, but this guy just apparently can't get over it, and I don't know how old he is, but I mean, you can clearly tell he's got some mileage on himself. Gray hair, you know, the aging in the face. This dude's been dealing with it for some years. I mean, dude needs counseling or something. I mean, he's already dumb, but the fact that he's acting this way is even more ridiculous. I mean, he's going in public and he's acting this way towards other people, and it's unnecessary. He kind of got what he deserved, I have to say. And I mean, sometimes it's the way stuff like that happens. But I mean, don't threaten people who obviously can defeat you in any conflict and then just wonder why it happened. You can't really play victim when you did it. I can't really go up to, like, you know, Anderson Silva and be like, hey dude, punch me in the face, and then he does it, and then I'll be like, well, I wonder why he hit me in the face. I mean, you know, it doesn't really make too much sense. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel. Follow me over on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Join the Discord down below. Lots of great things going on down there as well. And thank you to my channel members for your $5 a month. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, this is Optimus, mad because he's actually a little bit taller than average. I guess I gotta go into a bagel shop and get filmed freaking out. I don't think there's even a bagel shop nearby. And signing out.